what's happening? It's your dude, the merciless Reese L. Black. Welcome back to the booth. Today I actually wanted to go ahead and discuss something that I probably already discussed before. Want to talk about how black men today are done dating black women. Done dating the American westernized black woman. Because they're too masculine, because they're not feminine enough, they're delusional, entitled, yada, yada, yada. Your dude has actually been on his Teach Hanley kick. And I'm telling you, once you find a skincare regimen that actually works and you stick to it, I'm telling you, you're going to end up getting the results that you've been looking for. Right here, you have the wash that I use daily, and I'll also have the scrub. So if you're interested in getting those same good results, please, in the description down below, make sure you hit the link. It's going to launch you to the Teach Hanley website, and I guarantee you'll have a good evening. So lately I've noticed in my feed on YouTube and also on the gram that I've been seeing a whole lot of content posted on these men who are holding women accountable, men who are pretty much done dating the black woman, men who are pretty much traveling abroad and doing their thing, weighing the options out. It's good for you and everything. But I actually wanted to go ahead and get a little bit deeper, not too deep, but some of the things that I've just been noticing, especially when it came to like some of these platforms. So obviously when people are getting their content popping, it is unfortunate that I am seeing, some of my brothers over here making content about black women and about not dating black women anymore, or just holding black women accountable just to get the views up, get them subs up and everything. And it's working, good job to you guys and everything. And of course, people have asked me yo, you don't even hold women accountable on your platform. What's up with that, dude? And I'm like, because it's not my job and I just don't care. I don't want to do all of that. It's I speak on certain things that need to be spoken on. But when it comes to holding women accountable, I'm like, you're an adult, hold yourself accountable. I'll hold my daughter accountable. I'll hold my wife accountable. They'll hold me accountable for whatever if I'm tripping. But to get on a platform and just be like, you ladies, yada, 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 I really don't feel that is my position to do that. You ladies out there who got your own platforms, have at it. We school the men, you guys can school the ladies, but that's only if they want to listen. But actually, let's go ahead and hop into it. What I wanted to do was pretty much give, a couple reasons of why I believe that a lot of brothers now are done dating the American black woman. Well, for one, you hold women accountable and you're exhausted. You're tired. I mean, just think about it. Every platform that you're subscribed to is always talking about women this, women that, women this, women that. You're putting all this energy into the negativity and accountability of most black women to the point where you're burned out. You're watching all this content of black women wilding out on the gram, wilding on the TikTok, wilding out on World Star, and you're like, see, that's why I'm cool. See, how come ain't nobody checking them? Look at what you're focusing on. You are so focused on the stereotypical black woman negativity to the point where you're tired. And of course, you're going to weigh your options. And that's cool. You do you. Your flavor is your flavor. But you're putting all this energy into something that doesn't even need to be paid attention to the point where now you are damn near burnt out. Listening to all this content about other men holding women accountable. And the thing is this. It's not like they're directly holding anybody accountable that you would even date. And I will get into that later. So you just have these men who are basically using their platform to hold women accountable. And you're like a cheerleader, yeah, rah, rah. I'm sorry, no offense, because some of you guys that view this stuff gets very, very sensitive. But I'm just making a point that you're tired because you keep holding women accountable. Your energy is going into the wrong direction. If someone is not feeling you, if you run into somebody delusional and entitled or whatever, then keep it moving. It's not you. It's not for you. It's not your cup of tea. So keep it moving. You're riding hard on the stereotype wave. So we keep on hearing about the BBWs, the eyelashes, the weaves, and then we get the masculine energy, then we get the ratchetness, and then we get the loudness, the disrespect and everything. And the thing is, men are so now in tune to that to the point you're going to get exhausted. Now, the thing is, I don't hear too many men on many platforms where they discuss how when they switched environments, everything was cool. They were meeting sweethearts. Like, you really don't hear too many men talk about that they stepped to a woman in a library or, you know, at a park or something while she was walking her dog and she was just ratchet and rude as hell. You really don't hear too many stories about that. If they do, I'm probably thinking they lying or whatever. But the thing is, where are these men going? Now, if you're into the nightlife, you know pretty much all the ladies look the same. No offense, my ladies. But most of the women are going to get dressed up, looking the same, wearing the same outfit, wearing the same products, and going to the same environment to holler at the same dudes or get hollered at by the same dudes. It is. And if they end up stepping to somebody that is pretty much not their type or doesn't physically fit the type of what is in the surrounding environment, they're going to look at you like you're out of place. Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing talking to me, right? Because you're in their world. I don't really hear too many stories of men going into a whole nother environment where it's peaceful, where it's radiant, where it's cool, where it's a little bit more socially mellow. They always end up going somewhere that could pretty much just be loud and everything. But when we keep on hearing these platforms about the, you know, now black women are now getting BBLs and getting their breasts done and wearing all this makeup and everything, you know, now they catfishing. Look at what your energy is going into. So now black women are pretty much stereotyped as being nothing but women who catfish. And now we have so many videos about that because you get more views. I get it. But the energy that you're putting into that, of course, can get you exhausted. And in some cases, you may end up still be going to the same spots where the same women show up that you're always complaining about. Do you want to be in a relationship or do you want to be served? We have too many platforms, I get it, too many platforms where we have some men out there trying to speak that red pill truth when they're really black pill and they're just confusing everything. And we all know the red pill is pretty much about awareness. I'm just getting on the bonehead ones right now, the so-called MGTOW ones. Do you want a relationship or do you want to be served? Myself, I have a wife who's working. I don't mind that at all. I know there was a viral video that went around where a dude was talking to another man that was married for 20 plus years and they had a discussion about roles. But the thing is this, you got to figure out, do you want that role? If you want to be in a marriage or a relationship, you do realize that's the role of a husband. You're a provider. You're supposed to be emotionally available. You're head. You're a leader. Or do you want to just be served? Because I'm going to tell you, there's very little women out there that just want to cook, clean, and have sex with you. And who says that the sex is going to be great? Who says that she's marrying you for love or just because she's physically attracted to you? Maybe she just wants to cook and clean and you leave her alone and she'll give sex to you once in a while, but you got it going on financially, so she's settling for you. And I'm telling you this, but you men got to make up your mind what you want. Do you want the relationship or do you want to be served? And that's what's burning you out as well. Some of the women that you guys are complaining about don't even want to be in relationships. They want to be served. They want the man to do everything for them in regards to attention and catering. Some of these ladies that you guys keep on running into on TikTok with all this whack content, half the time it's just purely entertaining. But real talk, those are women that just want to be served, especially if it's true what they're actually speaking out of their mouth. Some people just say outrageous stuff to get the views and everything and get some subs. It's comedy, it's entertaining. When things are on social media, you really shouldn't take it too seriously. But you have to make the personal decision yourself. What do you want? Do you really want a wife, somebody to love, somebody to partner with? And the thing is, I know we have many platforms, again, where they be getting on your ass about loving a woman because they say that's on some simp shit. You need to make the decision for yourself. Too many platforms are getting on, never fall in love and yada yada, which is true to a certain extent because the thing is you want to love yourself. And of course, the ladies are being told to love themselves too. So you got a man that loves himself, a woman that loves herself, that don't want to love each other. You got to give and you got to take. Somebody has to give, either you or her, but you got to find somebody that's on the right page with you. But you do really got to be honest with yourself of what you want. Do you want to be in a committed relationship where you're there for her and she's there for you? Partnership. Or do you just want to be served? I get it. A lot of this stuff is very confusing and convoluting, but you got to make the decision of what you want, and I guarantee you'll feel better. And it really doesn't have anything to do with dating a black woman. There's great black women everywhere. It's just that some of these women are already in relationships, or they're just in a certain environment that you probably had a thought of even being mixed in, you know? But anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and throw that vid out there. And you know how I do. I'm out this piece. Good evening, Mr. Black.